Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. After 9 years of hurt, the Black Country Derby is back. This is your match preview for our side, Wolverhampton Wanderers, against our arch local rivals, West Bromwich Albion. Loads coming up in this one. So goodness me, 9 years it's been. In this video, we've got a lot to jam pack in. Obviously I'm going to give you my thoughts, a few stats surrounding the game. We've got the West Brom fan view from Connor of West Brom Fan TV. My dad's chipping in as well, as always putting a smile on your face, and you've got my score prediction as well. But first of all, let's just take a step back and think it's been 9 long years, turbulent long years. Most of us, I was there, a lot of us were there, but we can all remember that humiliating 5-1 defeat at the hands of West Bromwich Albion, Mick McCarthy's last game in charge. The reaction was there, the board sacked him, we went into a spiral all the way down to League One, and for many years it was hard, and then we've worked our way all the way back up into the top flight. The year we get promoted into the Premier League, Albion get relegated. So the last 2 years, even though we've been in the top flight, they've been in the Championship, we haven't played each other. And then finally we've got the Black Country Derby back, and there's going to be no fans there, which is a real shame. Can you imagine if this had fans? It's such a shame that both the Wolves fans and the Albion fans don't have the chance to show the world what a proper derby is, because this is a massive, one of the biggest derbies in the world, let's face it, and we've got no fans, which is a real shame. However, we've got to look ahead to the game in terms of obviously the team. Albion have recently signed Robert Snodgrass, haven't they? Snodgrass from West Ham. He's can be a tricky winger. Glaswegian will be trying to bomb the balls in the box. The other twist to this is that Sam Allardyce is the manager of Albion as well. Hasn't gone down the best with some of the Albion fans. He is a buoyed Wolves fan no matter what he says. Some of the Wolves fans have been calling him Agent Sam. They haven't won under him since he's been there. But Sam Allardyce has played Wolves and faced Wolves 5 times, and Wolves have never beaten one of his teams. So there's lots of feelings and thoughts around this one, isn't it? Wolves are not on a great run. Albion only 8 points all season. They've not won away from home. But they did get 2 great draws against Manchester City and Liverpool away. And with Wolves having so many injuries, Albion having a full week to prepare, obviously Wolves having a match in midweek, Wolves struggling to win games. We've won 1 out of our last 8 in the Premier League. Yeah, we got that win against Crystal Palace in the Cup. And there's a lot of the Wolves fan base out there on socials generally starting to get a little bit frustrated. People starting to question Nuno for the first real time. It's happened a couple of times in the past. There's a lot of people saying silly things like Nuno out. All I'm going to say to that, no matter what the result at the weekend, is just remember what happened after the reaction that we had against Albion the last time when Mick got booted, and look what happened then. Sometimes, you know, you've got to just see things through. Nuno is still the man. And I know there's newspaper reports speculating about that Mendes is looking for a club for him, and you know, it's just newspaper talk. Let's get down to the brass tacks of this. This is a massive game. There's a lot of pressure on Wolves and the team, and the run of results has made this game in news. A lot of people are saying it's must win. I don't think it's a must win, although yeah, I want us to win. I think it's a must not lose. If we don't, because 2 reasons. If we win and we play well, brilliant. If we lose, there's going to be an unbelievable meltdown of epic proportions because of the form that we're in at the moment as well. and also that would bring Albion 3 points closer to Wolves and drag Wolves a little bit closer to that danger zone. I'm more concerned about the form than worried at the moment, still keeping the faith. So I'd say it's a must not lose rather than a must win, but yeah, let's hope we do win. My team for this one I've done with a Pitch Football app. If you've not downloaded that, get it. It's a fantastic app. And you can do score predictions and enter my league, and the link's in the description below. But obviously Patricio in goal. Bolly's probably still a doubt, so it looks like it's going to be Sois and Cody in the middle. I think Marcel is still a doubt. So again, Aït-Nouri you think will start. Semedo's probably will start, but I personally would bring in Hoover for this game. I think he looks more secure defensively. He looks stronger even though he's younger. He's got something about him. He can play the ball. I know Semedo's a good player, but both the goals come from that side, and I do worry about his height with balls from Sam Allardyce's teams bouncing in the box. We do tend to be, at the moment, a bit suspect since Bolly's been out, and obviously Raul, who you would generally have back there for set pieces, that's been a worry. And in the middle, Neves and Dendoncker. Otasowie could potentially come in if he's fit, but a young lad again, too many young players. We need old heads and mature heads on there. And then up front, I think he'll probably stick with Silva again, giving him controlling only 12 minutes again. Is he holding him back for this game, fully fit, or is he just not match fit yet? I do not know. He certainly would put himself about. If he's fully match fit, I would go with Cutrone, but I've got a feeling it'll be Silva again. And if Silva scores and scores the winner, everyone that said anything bad is suddenly going to be a hero. Neto, I hope that knock he's not out, because we know Podence is out, and he should start, and hopefully Traore will be back for this one. He's going to have a massive game to play. Who would I play in the hole? Morgan Gibbs-White. I think just behind the string, I think that would be the best position for him. He's a local lad. He'll really know what it's about as well. Vitina could fit in there too. Martino, obviously a wise head. Is he going to be having the energy levels? Played a lot of games. He is 34. That's where I go. Obviously that could be interlinked. Would Nuno go back with the back five and be that defensive against Albion? I think we've got to get on the front foot. In terms of stats, Wolves have only won one of their last 8, and we've only failed to score in one of our home games this season. But we have conceded a goal in our last 11 matches in the Premier League, which is a concern. We've got to keep a clean sheet. And 7 out of Albion's 11 goals have all come in the first half, where Wolves do tend to like to score in the second half, interestingly enough. And interesting enough, as I said, Sam Allardyce's team have never lost to Wolves, and Albion are 2 games on the road unbeaten, with those 2 fantastic draws against Manchester City and Liverpool. So before I get to my dad and then my score prediction, let's go over to see the Albion view from Connor of West Brom TV.
Alright guys, Connor from West Brom Fan TV here. Cheers for having me on the channel, Dave. Now, I know that obviously this is a Wolves channel. I'm a West Brom fan. The rivalry between West Brom and Wolves is absolutely massive. We haven't had a Black Country derby in years. So please be kind to me in the comment section below. Obviously, like I just touched on, we haven't had a Black Country derby in years. I think the best memory what lives in West Brom fans' memory is obviously the 5-1 Odd and Windy hat-trick. We all love that game. It's a shame that the fans can't be at this game. It really is unfortunate, because it would be a fantastic game to watch, be an amazing trip out for the fans, you know, going down to the Molineux. I miss doing that, to be honest with you. We haven't done it in years. But obviously you guys are in poor form at the minute, really. You know, times have changed a lot. You know, West Brom always used to be in the Premier League, and Wolves used to be a bit down there like a couple of seasons back. But now, obviously, Wolves are a lot better now. They got took over by Fosun. They brought a lot of good players from Portugal. And you know what? It's going to be a brilliant game, and I can't wait for it. Obviously, like I just mentioned, I think Dave mentioned it to me too. You know, Wolves have got a lot of injuries, and you can't seem to score at the minute. Obviously, big threat for you is the likes of Traore, and I probably would have said Raul Jimenez, who unfortunately has been sidelined due to a fractured skull. Now, rivalries aside, I hope he gets better soon. Hopefully it doesn't end his career, because it was a bad injury. But you know what? I'm not confident about this game whatsoever, but I'm going to go with my heart and say a 2-1 West Brom win. I'm going to say Robert Snodgrass to get a goal on his debut. I'm going to say Callum Robinson to get a goal, and I'm going to say Podence to get a goal for Wolves. Cheers for having me on.
Thanks ever so much for Connor. Now, everyone be nice to Connor in the comments below. I know there are arch rivals, but he's good enough to come on and talk about his thoughts, and I'm really thankful for him giving his thoughts on it as well. And now, without any further ado, let's go over to see what my dad has said and who is he going to be with this time. So, hey, Dad, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, David. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Are you looking forward to the Wolves Albion game, Dad?
Well, not really. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I know how you feel. Dad, I don't know where the dogs are, but who's this chap that's looking at us?
I'm in the vets.
The dogs?
Not very well.
Why?
They've been upset about the Wolves.
Okay, so, but who's this that you've got with you today?
This is Bert.
Who's Bert?
Bert, yeah.
Okay, Dad, a weird-looking chap. But Dad, looking forward to the game. The first time we played the Baggies in 9 years. The last time, 5-1. We remember it well.
I remember it well, yes, I remember it well.
Mick got sacked, and then we went all the way down to League One. First time we've played each other. It's a damn shame there's no crowd. What are you thinking about the game? Are you feeling confident, nervous, apprehensive, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one? How are you feeling?
Which one?
How are you feeling about the game? Are you confident? Are you nervous?
Well, I think so. Yeah.
Which one? Are you confident or nervous?
Bit nervous, David, yeah.
And why are you nervous, Dad?
Well, we can't score goals.
Well, we can't. We keep conceding goals as well. We keep letting in goals as well, Dad.
That's true. That's what the trouble is, ain't David? Yeah. That's what the trouble is. But he'll get it right. Don't worry.
Okay, so Dad, ahead of the game, what are your score predictions for the game, please?
1-0 to Wolves.
So you're going to reckon it's going to be a tight game, 1-0, and who's going to score the winner, Dad?
The goalkeeper.
Honestly, I swear you do it for laughs. You laugh at your own jokes, you do.
No.
Is this Bert that's telling you this information?
Well, Petro Neto.
Who?
Petro, he's Petro.
Not Petro.
Petro. Sorry about that. I'll forget the names. Petro Neto.
Pedro. Can you ask Mom just to stop butting in all the time so I can hear you? Pedro Neto.
Petro Neto. Yeah.
Pedro.
Ben. Oh, Ben.
No. Pedro. Boom. Neto.
Pedro Neto.
So Pedro Neto to score 1-0.
Yeah, he's a good chap.
He's a good chap. He is, Dad.
Very hard.
And what do you think will happen if we lose the game, Dad?
What happens if what?
What happens if we lose?
If we don't win?
Yeah, can you imagine?
I think Wolverhampton they'll all not feel very well, I don't think.
Everyone will be at the vets, Dad.
Everybody be at the vets, yeah.
All right. Has Bert got anything to say?
He's very quiet sometimes, he's very quiet.
He
does say hello now and again.
He just stares. He just stares at you.
Hey, he's a lovely chap. Here he is, look.
He looks as if he's worked at the tower.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
All right.
From London.
Oh, he must be.
He's from London.
Is he on furlough at the moment, Dad?
No, he ain't on furlough now.
He's not.
I think he is, yeah. He said he is, yeah.
All right then, Dad. Okay, well, I'm glad to see you well, and obviously I can hear Mom, so I can tell she's well. And let's hope that we play well and we get the 3 points. I think
Yeah, no problem, David.
We owe them, so let's hope that I know we've got a lot of injuries, but let's hope we turn up and play and we win.
Yeah, we win. No problem, don't win. Don't win.
All right, well, you said that the last few games, Dad, but no problem, but it ain't worked out that way, has it?
Well, we can keep the faith, eh, we?
Maybe.
Always Wolves.
I'll tell you what, if we don't win, Bert will be busy because half the team will be locked in the Tower of London.
I don't want to put him in the vets.
No. All right then, Dad. Over and out. Love you lots.
Over and out. Love you. Always Wolves.
Always Wolves. So there you have your thoughts from my dad and his new friend, Bert. I'm sure that you enjoy seeing him and he's looking well and you can hear my mum in the background. I'm going to go on to what I think my score prediction is going to be for this one. So I am, like everyone else, at the back of my mind thinking we played Huddersfield a couple of seasons ago and single-handedly tried to keep them up. Every time we play a team, we played Burnley and they beat, we just always seem to give them a helping hand. This has got to be the exception. The players have got to show three key things. They've got to show passion, they've got to show fight for the shirt, but they've got to show that quality and composure as well. If we show all of those things, that we're battling, they show the composure, don't lose their heads, and we have our quality, we should come out on top, even with the injuries. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Please, 2 games in 2 weekends against the Albion 9 years, and then Chorley thingy to put these demons right. It's got to happen. So I'm going to go for Wolves 2, Albion 0. We're going to keep a clean sheet. Neves is going to score a wonder goal. He's going to be on it. And I also think Pedro Neto or Traore is going to chip in for one. Both hungry. I think Traore getting that goal is going to give him a lot of confidence. Fingers crossed. Oh, wouldn't it be amazing if Fabio Silva scores as well? That would be, he would make such a difference to him. So a long preview this one, but it's the Black Country derby. Make sure you're switching the bell on, notifications on for the live stream and obviously the new post-match show after the game, a little while after the game with myself and Amy. This is the phone-in show where you can get on to here with me and Amy. All you need to do is message the Always Wolves Facebook page that you want to get on the show after the Albion game, and we'll do our best to get you on, and you can make your point whatever the result, as long as you keep it nice and clean. Until then, I'm Dazzling Dave. Come on, me babbies. Always Wolves.